remember me. I'm Silvia, and it's been a while since my last video, I know. Almost 9 months have passed, and no news about me here. I'm the worst, I'm sorry, but I have some motivations for my absence and some news to tell you. I still don't know which will be the direction of this channel here on YouTube because I have many projects ongoing right now that literally suck energies out from my body already. But yeah, let's go through the news so you can understand properly what I'm talking about. At the end of the video, I'll ask you for some feedback about future contents on this channel. So if you have any, but you don't want to listen the whole video, which is totally understandable, just leave me a comment down below. This will help me a lot. So after my last video last year, I started facing some personal issues. Only few people know by now. And I'm not going to explain them here extensively because they are very, very personal. I can say one thing that happened last year in June, among all the others, which is that my grandma died, and this destroyed every single fiber of myself. As you may imagine, it took me a bit to process this loss, and the timing has been so tough with me. In 2 weeks, I had to face a grief and other very bad personal problems I encountered during those months, and I really had no energy for anything else. Not talking about being in front of a camera, that was just totally impossible for me. I disappeared from Instagram as well for the same reason, and you can imagine how nicely the algorithm punished me. But well, you already know the situation. After that period, I still had a bit of aftermath of my problems to solve, and I didn't feel to record my face and my days showing only a tiny part of my life. So I stopped and I focused all my energies on other projects. Talking about nicer things, let me tell you what happened in my job during the last 8 or 9 months. I've been published. So I worked at 3 books from summer to Christmas last year, and I couldn't be happier. I think these opportunities came in my life at the perfect timing, giving me strength, self-esteem, and something to think about a lot during my days. The first one is this. In English, the title is Miracolo at the 34th Street. It's in Italian, of course. It's an illustrated book for children published in Italy. It's taken from the famous 1947 movie and adapted, of course, for children. And the story talks about Kris Kringle, who is Santa Claus, going through a trial because people don't believe he is actually Santa Claus. I've always loved this story, and when the editor reached out to me asking if I could illustrate a book, I was, well, you can imagine my face. This is my first illustrated book ever, and I always treat it as it is my little child. The second one is this. It has been published by the same editor, and the English title would be Esmeralda and Wendy, a bridge between 2 words. And they are the main characters. The story is like a crossover between Peter Pan and the Hunchback of Notre Dame. It is not an adaptation of the original Walt Disney stories. Rather, it is like a further exploration of the characters and their words. It has been an honor for me to illustrate stories I grew up with, and drawing characters I loved very much in my life as a child. It's crazy even now for me. while the third one is this. In English is Silver Skates by Mary Mapes Dodge. This is also an adaptation for children, and it's a really old story talking about misery and wealth, children, skates, and support, and a lot of ice. A lot of ice. This book has been a real challenge for me because the scenes were more complex, many characters in them, different perspectives, but I did it. And now I can for sure draw you any skating or running children you want. This book has been published by a different editor with respect to the other two, and I think many of you Italians who are listening to me know the editor. So all the books can be found in the Italian bookshops and online. So I have prepared all the links in the description if you're interested. Another project I've been working on since January this year is about Cool Stories. Cool Stories is the first social learning platform where experts and learners actively interact with each other for a common aim: upskilling. It is the ideal platform to cultivate your passions or upskill in a new domain, but at your own pace. It solves online learning's biggest problems, which are stale information and passive learning. The app ensures a wholesome learning experience through learning snippets, micro courses, community chats, and one-to-one sessions with experts. Since I'm now an official creator of Cool Stories, I've created already 2 micro courses in the platform about illustration and Procreate, and I'm working on many more. My courses are meant for beginners and illustration lovers, and for people who want to improve their skills in Procreate or in digital illustration in general. I love the learning procedure Cool Stories offers because it's meant to be digested in small quantities, so step by step, without feeling overwhelmed by the amount of knowledge the creator wants to give you, in order to have little pills of notions and practical advices focusing on a specific skill. So yeah, since I'm working on each course from scratch, I'm very busy with it at the moment. Also because for each course I prepare the extra material which can be downloaded for free. For example, this could be a coloring page of the illustration I worked on during the lesson, or the Procreate file for exercises of the brush list I use in general on Procreate, and so on. It's challenging, I have to be honest, but I'm really enjoying the process and I'm having so much fun with this. So if you're curious, follow the link in the description below to download the app, that it's free, and find my profile. Some students have already joined my first course and I'm thrilled, I'm really thrilled. So let me know if you'll give it a try. And of course, I always have my newsletter, Let's Be Nice, to maintain monthly. And now we have an exciting news that you probably already know if you are a subscriber. In this case, you can skip this part. If you're not yet a subscriber, you stay. Okay, the exciting news is that from March 2023, so last month, the newsletter is enriched by a new column, SAB's Drawer. On February, I've asked my subscribers some feedback to answer a quick survey about the topics of my newsletters, and most of them requested more practical topics like step-by-step tutorials, draw with me, and other stuff like this. So here I am opening a new little space in my newsletter where you'll find piles of topics about illustration that I know, in my little experience. All the other features, of course, will remain. So the life updates, the monthly news and inspiration, the free goodies for you, of course, will remain, and the discount code exclusive for all my subscribers that can be used in my shop. And you can find the link in the description, of course. For the newsletter, you'll receive only one mail per month, I promise, except if I need to tell you something very important, but this is rare. And of course, you can unsubscribe whenever you want. It's totally up to you. I'll cry a lot if you do so, but yeah, you'll never know. So these are some of the projects I'm working on right now, but I also have 2 signed contracts for new books, and I'm really happy about it. And for a wonderful collaboration with an Italian brand I love, which I hope I can show you something very soon. But I also would like to keep this channel active so much. And recently I discovered how much I love creating tutorials or step-by-steps. Of course, I can't upload here what I create for cool stories for obvious reasons, but I would like to create something like this for this channel as well. So here I'm asking for feedback. What would you like to see here? Life updates, like vlogs I've already uploaded here in this channel, or Q&As about artist life or illustration topics, tutorials or work in progress, videos about the illustration world, I don't know, with an educational point of view, for example, like how to find an editor, how to build your own portfolio or something like this. These are just some few rough ideas I have in my mind right now. I really would like to build a little corner of the internet in this channel where interested people could find useful videos, helpful information or educational information as well. So yeah, let me know. I think we reached the end of the video. I told you everything I had in my mind. I hope you enjoy this little chatty video and you appreciate my honesty with you. I think I can say goodbye here and wish you a wonderful day, week, month, life. So if you're interested in new videos about these topics or videos I've already uploaded in this channel, I really appreciate if you consider to subscribe to this channel and support me this way. Or if you want to subscribe to my newsletter to always be updated about news, projects, life, and stuff like that. Thank you very much for being here till now. Looking forward for your feedback in the comments, and we will see in the next one. Bye. I can't feel further away.